Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive. Hi, it's Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. I'm proud to introduce to you one of my most complete live audio interviews that I've ever done. Now, it is edited, but for some time I've been meaning to do a complete update of what I've been up to for the last several years, and finally I've done it. I've done it with a gentleman named Jim Peek. Jim Peek is one of the founders of a wonderful website called MySuccessGateway.com. He's interviewing experts on marketing, copywriting, advertising, business growth, self-help, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to be doing in the near future. He invited me to be on as a guest, and I told him that I wanted to give my most complete interview yet. So what you have is a 3-part interview of Jim Peek from MySuccessGateway.com interviewing me on all aspects of my marketing. Here's some of the things you're going to be learning in the call. You'll hear a brief introduction. You'll hear about current research and statistics on how we waste our time. I'm going to review some secrets about the stats in the website traffic to HardToFindSeminars.com. You're going to hear descriptions of my best 7 audio interviews with experts over 70 years old. You're going to hear about 13 other valuable resources that you can find on my site. You'll hear a list of other interesting audio interviews that can be found on my site. You'll learn cost-effective tools that can increase your sales and automate your sales process using audio interviews. I also discuss how audio interviews in detail can help your business make more money even if you're not a sales expert. You'll learn how to record and make audio interviews and publish them online to the web. We'll talk about audio editing and some of the secrets I use in my editing process. I'm also going to reveal 17 marketing methods that I use to market my website, HardToFindSeminars.com, and get great distribution for my audio recordings. We'll also talk about my magical time-saving tips that I'm personally using every day to save tons of time. You can use these same tips that I describe in this interview. We'll go through some closing comments, and then I have a special offer for anyone who listens to the interview, the same offer I made to Jim's subscribers that I think you're really going to enjoy. So get ready. 3-part interview, runs right around 3 hours, and I hope you enjoy.
Hi, this is Jim Peek with MySuccessGateway.com, and today I've got another fantastic interview with Michael Senoff of HardToFindSeminars.com. Michael's been in the business of creating audios online for the last several years, and his site provides a wealth of information that really I don't think you can find anywhere else on the internet today. And most of the work that's in there is primarily sales marketing information for folks that are entrepreneurs and building their businesses. So, Michael, I got you on the line?
I'm here, Jim. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Hey, you're one of my mentors, and you don't know it yet, but when I found your site, it was probably one of the most exciting days of my days on the internet because there's just so much great information in there that I was amazed that you were just giving it all away.
I do hear that a lot. That's one of the most common remarks I get from people is I must be an idiot or crazy for giving all this stuff away for free. They want to know what my angle is. And maybe we can talk a little bit about that today.
I definitely do want to get into that. So the purpose of your site is for anybody that wants to increase the sales of their business. Can you share with us a little bit about what the purpose is?
Sure. I want to keep in mind that a lot of your listeners may be very new to Internet marketing. You may have some listeners who are very experienced. So the purpose of today's call is I'm going to share as much information I can in the time we have available. But I also want you to keep in mind my selfish ultimate goal. This is all consistent with what I've been doing at HardToFindSeminars.com. But I want to give you so much value that you absolutely will not be able to resist suggest going over to my site, hardtofindseminars.com. Now, why would I want to get you over there? I want to get you over to hardtofindseminars.com because I want to get you addicted to my audio recordings. And if you become addicted, I have a chance on selling you on me and selling you my trustworthiness and selling you my ideas and selling you my products. And if I've done my job right, you will come out as a customer of mine. Now, we're going to talk a lot about audio, and I know there's a lot of other great audio recordings out there on the internet, but I'm going to just share some of the tips that I've learned over the years doing audio recordings and audio interviews. And I also want to say that the most valuable resource we all have is our time. I also want you to know that I'm very aware of the people coming to your site, Jim, mysuccessgateway.com. That people are there looking for solutions. And one thing we all don't have enough of is time. And the ideas I'm going to share to your listeners today are to show them how to leverage their time. So hopefully I'll be able to accomplish this in the time we have.
Excellent. So, Michael, you talk about saving time, and your site is all about saving time. Can you share with us a little bit about what you mean by that?
I did a little research on time management. I came up with some pretty interesting statistics and stats, and I just want to read a couple. I don't want to bore anyone, but they were really eye-opening to me. And I'll read a couple of them just because this all does have to do with saving time. A study last fall by Basics, a New York research firm, found that office distractions ate up almost 2.1 hours a day for the average worker. On a typical day, office workers are interrupted about 7 times an hour, which adds up to 56 interruptions a day, 80% of which are considered trivial. And as I read these statistics, it just reminds me of my own life. I mean, don't you know in your own life there's always something that comes up? Could you relate to that?
Oh, totally. I mean, there's always another phone call, there's another email, there's always something coming up.
There's always something that's going to try and get you off track. I mean, you've got 365 days a year, but if you really break it down and look at all the days you have to be productive, to work, to make money, and you take into consideration all the time you need to spend with your family and doing other things, really your time is very limited to what you have to do.
So what does all of this have to do with audio?
Well, because of these interruptions in my life, audio allows you to massively leverage your time. Audio allows you to can it and clone it. It allows you to deliver a sales message without you having to be there, taking you out of the picture. Using recorded audio and audio interviews and delivery of the internet allows you to duplicate yourself. Right now, I could go and look at my stats on my control panel, and I may have 50 people listening to some recording on my site from all over the world. But right now, you have me live on the phone. So I'm 50 Michael Senoffs right now pitching, selling, teaching, educating. So I've duplicated my time 50 times at this very moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like almost broadcasting into a stadium. So, Michael, can you share some information about your site and the content that's in it?
Sure, absolutely. My main website with all my audio recordings is called hardtofindseminars.com. Now, I have about 150 hours of free audio content on my site. There's another additional 50 to 70 hours of audio that is not free, but it's up on my site, which is used for products that people purchase. So this is audio that's being delivered to people who purchase information products that I have for sale. The site was first published in January of 2002. Now, back then, I was just a guy selling pre-owned Jay Abraham seminars on eBay. That's how I got started in all this. Hi, it's Michael Senoff with hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com, and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.